It may appear strange or superfluous to speak in defence of the cornet today, when this instrument has already shown its capability as an orchestral and solo instrument. It is no less indispensable, no less beloved by the public than the flute, clarinet, or the violin. It has definitely conquered the higher classes, to whom it assigns the beauty of its tone, the perfection of its mechanism, and the vastness of its resources. But it has not always been thus. The cornet has had a more unassuming beginning, and not so many years ago it was received by the masses with extreme indifference, at the very time when the vast majority, so firmly bound to routine, were contesting its qualities and endeavouring to banish its application, a circumstance which never fails to present itself at the commencement of every new invention. The first musicians to play the cornet were usually horn and trumpet players. Each brought forward a style according to his taste and ability, and I have no need to add, an execution born of incomplete and incongruous ideas, which left, for a long time, much to be desired. Little by little, things became modified in a favourable degree. Players sprung up, really worthy of the name of artists, but however brilliant these individuals may have been, they could not escape the imperfections of their origin. Some were admired for their execution, and some were applauded for their expression. Others were quoted for their lips and their facility in obtaining high notes, and others for the brightness or the volume of their tone. It was, if I may so term it, the reign of specialities, but not one of the cornetists of that period dreamt of acquiring the whole of these qualities, which certainly constitute truly great artists. This is the point I wish to insist upon and to particularly draw attention of every student. At the present day, i.e. 1860, the inefficiency of the professors, likewise the inadequacy of their teachings, is unanimously recognised. What is wanted is good examples and methodic instruction. It is not sufficient to phrase well or to render difficult passages with skill. Both must be done equally well. Briefly, the cornet, like the flute, clarinet, violin and the voice, should possess fine style and grand method, the precious knowledge of which has been preserved by a few professors, and in particular the Conservatoire, the home of healthy traditions. This is the aim I have never ceased to follow in my already long career, and if numerous brilliant successes before the most competent judges and the most critical audiences give me the right to believe, I have approached sufficiently near the desired end. I shall not be showing presumption in essaying with confidence the delicate task of transmitting to others the fruits of my deep study and most assiduous practice. However, I have been teaching for many years, and this book is, in a manner, the result of long acquired experience, brought day by day nearer to perfection. My explanations will be as concise and clear as possible, for my wish is to instruct the student and not to scare him. The pages of text matter are not always read, and there is every advantage in replacing them with exercises and examples. These are riches which I consider cannot be accumulated too much. It provides a source which may be always drawn upon with a free hand, and therefore the importance of this book will be perceived, for in it will be found the solution of all the difficulties and problems concerning the cornet. I have constantly applied myself to the composition of melodious studies, and to render generally the study of this instrument as agreeable as possible. In short, to lead the pupil without discouraging him, to raise him to the utmost extent in the acquisition of execution, feeling, and style. Jean-Baptiste Arban.